All right, in this review video, we're going to take a look at multiplying fractions. And remember, when we added and subtracted fractions, we always had to ask ourselves the question, are the denominators the same? And if they were the same, we could just add or subtract the numerators. And if they weren't the same, we had to make them the same by finding a least common denominator. Now, multiplying fractions are awesome because you don't have to do that. Multiplying fractions, pretty much all you have to do, you're going to take the top numbers, the numerators, multiply them together, and the denominators, and multiply them together. So 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 2 is 8. And can that number be reduced? No, it can't. So that is our answer. Ta-da! That's it. That's multiplying fractions. Let's take a look at another one. Okay, let's multiply it straight across. 5 times 4 is 20, and 9 times 5 is 45. Okay? Now, can this number be reduced? Yes, it can. These are both divisible by 5. So if I divide the top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator, by 5, I would get 4. 45 divided by 5 is 9. 4 nines, there's my reduced fraction. Now, we have something called cross-canceling. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a way where we wouldn't have to reduce, or if we did have to reduce, we wouldn't have to reduce as much? Let's take a look at this same problem. Here's how we cross-cancel. When we cross-cancel, we're going to look diagonally. We're not going to multiply. We're just going to look diagonally. And we're going to ask ourselves, okay, let's look here. 5 and 5. Is there a number? We're going to ask ourselves, is there a number that can divide into 5 and 5? And obviously the answer is yes. What can go into 5 and 5? 5. So we're going to divide these two numbers by 5. So we're going to cross this off. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 5 divided by 5 is 1. Now, let's see it this way. Is there a number that goes into 4 and 9 evenly? Unfortunately not, so we can't cross-cancel that way. So now let's multiply straight across. 1 times 4 is 4, and 9 times 1 is 9, which you can see, there's the answer we got before, but we didn't have to reduce. So let's take a look down here. So now the question we're going to ask ourselves, not is, are the denominators the same, can I cross-cancel? So let's look here. 9 and 15. Is there a number that goes into 9 and 15 evenly? Yes, the answer, the number that will go into those is 3. I can divide 9 and 15 by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Remember to be careful. Don't write down what you're dividing by. You want to write down what the answer is. Now let's look here. 4 and 16. Is there a number that can divide evenly into 4 and 16? The answer is yes. Both of those can be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So now if I multiply straight across, 1 times 5 is 5, and 3 times 4 is 12. I don't have to reduce that. Look what would have happened if I would have tried to multiply without cross-canceling. 4 times 15 is 60. And 9 times 16, let's see that, 144. Are you kidding me? I'm going to have to reduce that. But see, when we cross-canceled, I already got the nice reduced answer. I don't have to worry about something like that. So let's do one more down here. Let's see if I can cross-cancel. The 4 and the 10. What's the biggest number that goes into both of those? It is 2. Both of those can be divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. What about here? Can I divide these by something? Nope. You won't always be able to cross-cancel, and that's okay. So now we can just multiply across. 9 times 2 is 18. 5 times 5 is 25. And that's not the prettiest of fractions, but it cannot be reduced because there's nothing that goes into both of those except for 1. So that would be our answer, and that is how to multiply fractions.